Live Thursday with Barbara. Today we are talking about 10 things that will absolutely kill a man's attraction to us. Okay, 10 things that will kill a man's attraction to you and to women in general. So, we are talking about the 10 things that you are probably doing at least one of or more. Trust me, I spent years doing all of these things, okay? Not realizing that I was turning off my then partners, people I was dating, men in general. And who wants to do that? I mean, who doesn't want to know what they're doing wrong and put a mirror have a mirror put up to you and to be shown what to stop doing that's not working. Hi, Katie. Nice to see you here. Whoever is joining me, I would love for you to drop in the chats where you are joining us from, and we will dive straight in to the 10 ways we kill a man's attraction to us with the things we do unknowingly. All right. They are a form of emasculation that you probably don't know you're doing and that you didn't realize that are causing a man to feel yucky and pull away. So, number one, the number one thing we do to men in general. Oh, UK, very nice. The number one thing we do to men unknowingly, drop where you're joining us from if you're showing up just now. The number one thing we do unknowingly is withhold respect for a man. Now, a man needs respect more than a man needs love, than a man needs acceptance, feeling heard, feeling all the things that we think are important. Hi, everyone. Just drop where you're joining from. All right. So a man needs respect more than anything else from his woman and from a woman that he may potentially be attracted to. Why is respect so important for a man? Well, it's his fuel, right? A man needs respect more than we need love. You know, women always feel like they want to be cherished, they want to feel heard, they want to feel accepted for who they are. Men care way less about that. But what we do, we give to men what we want ourselves, and that's not helpful. What a man needs is something that we are not used to wanting. I mean, I want respect just as much as anybody, of course. But for a man, respect is absolute, absolutely necessary. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk. For him to even remotely have any attraction to you. This is fuel for him. That brings me to number two, which is talking down to him. Now, men really do not want a mom, right? Another mom. And usually talking down or over explaining or putting him down is giving him the feeling of good morning from Nashville. Hi, vegan Missy. Is giving him the feeling of you being like a mom, like mom-splaining or having less respect for him, right? It's kind of like number one and number two are mixed together. So if you are building resentment toward a man, just figure out why and do the work to understand what is going on for you. Because usually when we build up resentment for a man, it's because we have overridden something within ourselves that we are allowing in the relationship or in the whatever level you're at in that relationship. It might be dating, right? That we have overridden ourselves and we resent them for not doing it right. We resent them for not knowing what we wanted, but we never voiced what we wanted. We actually threw ourselves under the bus and now we're mad at them. And that's when we start disrespecting our men and when we start talking down to them. Usually when we have not been clear on our own needs. even with ourselves, we're kind of lying to ourselves. We're like, "Oh, it's okay. I don't need that." And then we're shitting on them. No, stop that, girl. Take responsibility for the resentment that has built inside you and why. And then you can present it to him in a feminine way that makes, oh, I have an appointment with you. That's so awesome, Missy. So nice. Oh, that is you. I see. I know who you are. Okay, awesome. So, sorry, I get so distracted by these chats. It's really bad for my squirreliness. So don't talk don't talk down to a man by default because you think you're entitled to put him down. It's because you are resentful. And why are you resentful? It's usually because you've overridden your own boundary in some way and you haven't voiced it in a way. You haven't voiced it at all or in a way that he can hear you. All right. I'm only on number 2. There are 10 here. Okay. So I'm not maybe going to go deep into each one of them. If you want me to put the word in it in the chat if you want me to go deeper. But I will try to get through these. So 3, making jokes about your guy being an extra kid or being too much like a kid or being a child, right? If you are in a relationship, which many of you are not, but if you're in a relationship and you're like joking that he's like, oh, he's just another kid, like he's so useless or whatever, that's emasculating your man. He's not useless. You are overdoing and overgiving in the relationship. That's your problem. I'm sorry. I've done it. I've been there. I know I can say this. It's your problem that you're overgiving and overdoing and not meeting your own needs and not sharing what your needs are and then building resentment. And then you joke in front of others about him being just another kid. Not cool, right? So this is where the work comes from. This is the inner work that we do here in Queen School and I do on a daily basis in my own relationship. I'm not here to pretend like I'm perfect. I just know what I need to work on and what I continue to put energy on to keep my relationship healthy. Okay, that's 3. Okay, so now we're on 4. You have a problem with his job or his salary, and you voice it. Men are very attached to being successful in the world, right? In their jobs and in their money. They are very, very attached to that success. And if their woman doesn't respect them in that area, doesn't revere them, doesn't honor them and show them how appreciative they are of how hard this man is working and putting them down, putting their money down, putting their job down like it's stupid and they're better at it or whatever, they have a better job, whatever it is, right? This society right now, we are in a society where women are making more money than men in I think about 50% of relationships. And that's cool. Go for it. Do that if you want. But don't emasculate the guy over it. You're choosing to be with him. You know about his job and about his salary. Like you knew about this going in. So it's your choice. If you want to step out, that's your choice. I honor you for honoring yourself. But if you're in this relationship by choice, then do not make jokes about his or make jokes or like have a problem with his job or his salary. Honor him, respect him, and tell him that you admire him in how hard he works. Okay, number 5. This is huge. I'm so warm. Sorry, guys. Being mistrusting of his ability to handle things on his own. That is a huge emasculation of a man, right? Again, it's the mother archetype helping the little boy, on the play structure because she's so scared he's going to fall down. Well, what if you just trusted that this little boy or your husband who's not a little boy or your partner could figure it out. And if he falls, he can even figure it out. It's fine. You know, the way I used to parent, I say used to because my kids are grown and, you know, I have influence over them, but I'm certainly not like mothering them. I have two daughters in their mid 20s. Um, and I would always tell them, if you want to try that thing, go ahead, but I'm not helping you. And the reason I didn't want to help them up the play structure is because if they can't climb up on their own, they're not ready for it. So if I'm helping them, I'm actually hindering their growth by accelerating them past the point of their ability, and they won't be able to figure out how to get back because they haven't done the actual full thing. Does this make sense? Let me know if this makes sense. So for a guy, and you're and in this parenting scenario, you are not trusting their ability by helping them. Does this land for you? If I'm helping you without being asked to help, if I'm helping you do something, over helping, over being over helpful, doesn't that give you the feeling of me not trusting that you've got this? Well, this is how it happens for a man. If you are not trusting his ability to handle things on his own, you are really, really putting a wrench in your relationship. He's got this. You know, even if he does it totally different than you, he's got this. He doesn't need your help. He doesn't need a mommy to help him do the laundry, cut the grass, uh, clean the windows, whatever it is that he's doing. He doesn't need a mommy to tell him how to do his job, how to get to his job on time, how to provide food for himself. He does not need a mommy. And if you have such a huge need to help him, that's actually taking away his ability to do it on his own. All right. I may not get through all 10 of them, actually. I might have to break this up. But okay. So part of my own journey of stopping emasculating men was my own self-care routine. When I was dating and during the time I met Jerry, I was a queen of self-care. I I was trying something new. I was trying to really be good at my self-care so that I wouldn't feel so grippy and attached to the men I was dating, and it worked. And it worked so well that I still do this to this day. And I have completely learned to undo all of these things that I just mentioned, all 5 of the emasculation things I used to do. So self care is a huge component of you staying in your own lane, cleaning up your own side of the street, and not fixating on him and him and him and what he's doing right and what he's doing wrong and whatever. Stop fixating on him, clean up your side of the street by doing self care. And I have a great self care book that I have here below. The link is going to be below. It is totally free for now. We're going to be not making it free. So if you're watching this in the next couple of days of me doing this live, you will be able to get this for free. Okay. So we will link this below. All right. Number 6, ask him for help. A way of emasculating a man is asking him for help and then take the problem back and insist whatever it is to be done another way. So if you're asking a man for help and you basically are like, oh, screw it, I'll do it myself. This is deeply wounding for a man. Believe it or not. You think you're being helpful by not burdening him with the task. No, you are helping him feel powerful and meaningful and needed and a hero by asking him for help and taking his advice. So do not ask for help if you are not willing to take his advice. And I've really, really learned this in my relationship I don't ask for help if I don't want his advice, because men are fixers. So don't ask for help and then negate his help. There's more to this, but I'm going to move through these quicker. Don't nag him. It's emasculating. Nagging makes him feel like you're his mother, and he will be totally turned off, and it will reinforce why you're nagging him in the first place, because he will hate the nagging and he won't do the thing you're nagging him about. So that goes with bossing him around as well, bullying him, thinking that you have the right, just because women have been oppressed for so many centuries, that you get to be an asshole to him. No, stop. Respect your partner. And if you can't respect him, leave him and find someone you can respect, because no man deserves disrespect. All right, number 9. Oh, there's actually 12 things here. Whew, this is a sore spot. Asking another man to handle something for you that actually your man can take care of. Ouch. Ouch. Some women do this on purpose to hurt their man. Number 10, treat him like he has no feelings. And just because men don't express their feelings explosively like some of us do, or freely, or dramatically, right? It doesn't mean he doesn't have emotions. Things hurt. You know, when I speak to Jerry in a harsh way, usually he can handle it really well. He might make a joke, or he might grab me and kiss me, or he might accommodate and say, "Oh my goodness, I didn't realize that I did that." But sometimes he gets quiet. He gets quiet. And I know that I've hurt him. And a man will sometimes get angry, but usually men will withdraw because they're actually afraid of their own anger, because they've been told anger is bad. Oops. Um, Number 11 is compare him to the ex. Do not compare a man to your ex. It is off-putting and totally emasculating. And number 12, offer him advice that he didn't ask for. Do not give your man advice. Do not momsplain. Do not, I already said that in number 2, I think. These are a bit redundant. I'm not going to keep going. There's a whole more list, but this is just a taste of some of the things that we do to men that we don't even realize we're doing. We think we're being helpful, and actually we're hurting our relationships. So if you liked this video, make sure if you're on YouTube that you subscribe to my channel. Here on Instagram, so nice to see you all. I will see whoever I have appointments with later soon. And here on Facebook and YouTube, I will see you next time I go live. Love you guys.